Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to today's unseen video. This is where we round up all those talking points and theories and speculation and bombshells from social media, and we got one hell of a bombshell earlier. Of course, we got the bombshell that we have had the identities of this new group revealed from PW Insider, and honestly, that is now my starting point. My starting point for anything to do with Nightbirds is this PW Insider report, because they are saying that Uncle Howdy, right, Eric Rowan, Dexter Lumis, Joe Gacy, and Nikki Cross are the members of this group. Okay, so that is my starting point. And actually, it does marry up with this code. And it's very interesting. This code has become even more interesting now because you've got the initials of those 5 members, and then it says 5, and then you've got the 1A separate. Why is the 1A separate? Could it be that it is Alexa? That would make the most sense, of course, and that she joins at a later date. Could it be that she's actually going to perform maybe a different role in the group to the other members, and that's why she's separated? Could it be that she's a target at first? I mean, don't forget, she did turn on Bray at WrestleMania 37, so could it be that she's going to be an outsider that eventually joins the group? It's hard to say, to be honest. It's really hard to say. This has gone off like a bombshell. There's theories and speculation and thoughts absolutely everywhere. But for me, as I said, my starting point is that PW Insider report, that PW Insider information that we're getting 5 people, and I'm expecting them at King and Queen of the Ring. I think anything beyond that is theory, it's speculation, we can chuck it around, but as of right now, I'm expecting those 5. So it was a real big bombshell that went off today. So big, in fact, it's actually prompted Dexter Lumis to come out from the shadows out of nowhere. I think he's only tweeted a few times this year. He's come out with this picture of him not looking very happy, in all fairness. And obviously he's signed it. And it's been pointed out by Ashton that that S does look like a 5. Could be something to that. Might not be anything to that. If you look at the U is quite square. So the S might just be how he writes, to be honest. But I like that theory. I liked it enough to include it and mention it, that that could be a 5. So Jason, shout out to you. Dexter Lumis, springing back into life. Brandon as well, tagging me in this from Wrestling Blog. Dexter Lumis has added a question mark to his location. Obviously, this is interesting because Joe Gacy keeps tweeting out he doesn't know where he is. Now Dexter Lumis has posted this question mark. He doesn't know where he is. So obviously we're going to keep an eye out to see, do the other members of this group know where they are? And will that change? Will all of a sudden they start posting where they are? Could it be that they all, King and Queen of the Ring, post that they're in Saudi Arabia or something like that, you know? So definitely something to keep an eye on. This was cool. So Anime Fiend, thank you. Gabe found this. So this is an old clip, right? I don't think this is connected, by the way. I just think it's really fun. So this is from quite a while ago now. Dexter Lumis drew a picture of Candice, Johnny, and a mystery person. There's Candice going, who's this? And it's because in the background around this time, Nikki kept popping up behind Candice, and she seemed to want to make friends with Candice. And so Dexter drew Nikki in the background. It's just a real fun thing because obviously these two now seemingly on the verge of joining up with this faction. So it's just fun that they had this interaction. I think it was like early last year. So good clip. I like that. And Anime Fiend as well, tagging me in this from Jonah. This was the last interaction interaction, apparently, that Nikki had with Alexa. She's trying to kind of get her to snap out of it and bring her back around, bring her back to sanity, if you will. And they end up brawling. And you can see there, look, Alexa laughing her head off, absolutely loving it. That brought Bray out. So there is a moment here where Bray is staring at Nikki. And again, it's fun to think, oh, is this a moment where he planted something in Nikki and like turned her and all that kind of stuff? And what I would say is that I don't think this was planned at this point, but you can go back and potentially use this as part of the story going forwards, right? So I don't know if they've got people kind of looking into these old clips and seeing what they can find, but some of these clips that we've just looked at are really fun and may feature in the future. There's Ashton pointing out about the 5 instead of an S. And here Ian said, I've been thinking about the Wyatt 6. We all assume that Bray will be the 6th. What if that was wrong? We had the names linked in the picture, UEDNJ, that were correct. So why now dismiss the 1A part? And honestly, I mean, look, for me, this could be it is Alexa. That feels, I mean, this feels so complete as a theory that it's very hard to now just dismiss it and throw it away, right? It feels very complete as a theory, so I wouldn't throw it away. But I am looking at it going, why is that 1A separate? How does that fit into things now that we've got this big bombshell from PW Insider? So for me, as I said, the PW Insider is my starting point, not so much this code, right? I'm more interested in the fact that PW Insider have given us the identities. Now it's a question of, how does Alexa fit into this? How does she fit into this? I'm sure she will. I've got to admit, though, I would like some Goddess, because that was always my favorite version of Alexa. And I think it was a very successful time for her as well. I did find that when she was like Dark Alexa, I mean, I was not personally a fan of Lily. And I did find as well that she was able to kind of express herself in a new way, but I don't think it really brought her much success. She wasn't winning lots of championships when she was Dark Alexa. And I kind of feel like she actually had more success as the Goddess. So I would be down for her being the Goddess for a bit and kind of exploring that character, evolving that side of her, and then maybe joining up with this group at a slightly later date. I don't know if that's the plan, of course. I don't know if that's the plan, but that's just what I would personally like to see. So that was Nightbird stuff. Few interesting bits in there. Here is Drew McIntyre, Drew Gulak. I do mix those two up. Here's Drew Gulak, right? So Ryder said, look how careless this spot looked. So this was the spike that was referred to. So you might remember there was these big allegations, this big report from Fightful Select last night. They were talking about how several in NXT had mentioned that Drew Gulak was a bit of a bully, and that there was an incident where he like spiked someone during a match and apparently re-dislocated a finger, and he would like test people to see if they would stand up to his bullying. I mean, it's painted a horrible picture of him. But here, someone has found this clip. This is from NXT Level Up, right? It says, here's the spike that's referred to. It happened on the 26th of September, an NXT Level Up taping. Well, I don't know that this is the spike that was referred to be honest with you. It very much could be. It would be very interesting to find out how they found this clip and how they know this is the incident, right? But this is the one that Adotti thinks it is. So here, look, you can see, look at that. Look at that. I mean, he drives him down. And he just doesn't do much to keep him safe there. I mean, you can see that Dante kind of bends his head forwards, but he does really drive him down. Boom. So that's the spot there. And I don't know. I really don't know if that is the incident, if that is the spike that's being referred to. But either way, that's it doesn't look great, to be honest. It doesn't look great. But there we go. That is what was doing the rounds today. Right, then we got NXT. So Thea Hail finding out that WrestleMania will be in Las Vegas. She said, I'll be 21 by then. Can I gamble? Please, 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 please. Andre Chase responded by saying, oh no, what have I done? Obviously, he gambled money from the university and got them into all kinds of trouble. So probably not wise that anyone in Chase U does any gambling anytime soon. We got this from The Rock. So he said, thank you for the birthday, love. Had an awesome day with the family. It was a great time to get reflective, and I'm super grateful for the blessings. Remember, don't get pulled down into the sludge of negativity. It's easy to be cynical and toxic, right? It's just, I mean, I'm not going to bother playing it. He talks about how he's done his second workout for the day, talks about how his little ones have got some gifts for him, talks about how he's really grateful for, all the love and support people have shown him. It's a very positive message. He says he kind of scrolled through and there's a lot of people asking, how do you get your kind of success? And he says, I've just been very lucky. I've been very blessed. But, it's about hard work. And it's about, really trying to influence what you can influence. I mean, The Rock is very good. Dwayne is very good at putting out these kind of motivational speeches. And it's not that long. It's only 3 minutes 45. But, I watched it wondering if it was going to kind of be a little something aimed at Cody in there or whatever, but there was nothing, honestly. This was very positive, and you can understand why, because, of course, it is his birthday. It has been his birthday, and as he says in this video, he's going to be celebrating all month. So there we go. He said his birthday is early in May, so he's just going to be celebrating for the whole of May, so I like that. I might take that as well. Right, Backlash. Let's go down Backlash, shall we? Here is Bayley. Look, here's Bayley getting ready. Bayley shows how many people it took to get her hair ready for Backlash. Look at that. We've got people. It's about 4 people there. It takes an army to get Bayley ready with all the stuff that she needs done. Her hair getting done over here. People doing the sides. People putting on the makeup as well. So look at that. Just part of the process that the superstars have to go through. Right, here you can see Michael Cole just said that JD has a Klingon-like head, right? That was from WWE on TNT Sports. JD responded, he says, Michael Cole loves talking shiz, but I'm old enough to remember when it was him that was getting it weekly on TV, so it doesn't faze me. Gotta pay it back, right? So it seems like JD's getting real peeved off with Michael Cole, and he's just sort of, this image here, he's just sort of reminding Michael Cole that even Michael Cole had to kind of go through what JD is going through at the moment. I suppose JD right now is paying his dues, if you will, which you would think he would have done already, but again, when you start on the main roster, you start kind of afresh, really. And for JD, he finds himself in this faction. Of course, he's a bit of a whipping boy for Judgment Day. He's kind of the person that people beat so that they can get to Damian Priest or they can get to Finn Balor or whatever. So he's just sort of in that spot right now. He won't be in this spot forever, but that's kind of the point that he's making. I remember when it was him that was getting it weekly on TV, and just reminding Michael Cole, you've been where I've been. So there we go. Here, look, this is Jessica Carr. She said, there are no words to express my pride, appreciation, and gratitude. To be trusted with something of this magnitude is so special. Thank you, and I want to continue to grow, improve, and crush more glass ceilings. Can you crush glass ceilings? I don't know. Answers on a postcard. You can smash them. I don't know if you can crush them. Triple H said Jessica Carter's been smashing through there we go, Triple H knows, through glass ceilings since she joined WWE, and last night was no different. At Backlash France, Lady Ref Jess became the first female official to ever referee a WWE title PLE main event match. There we go. So many congratulations to her. Sportskeeda reporting that Damian Priest was quite sassy at Backlash. He says, use your big ass head. That's what he said to JD McDonagh apparently during the show. Right, Sportskeeda again said this was heartwarming. Jey Uso pays tribute to Bray Wyatt at WWE Backlash. Now, he didn't quite pay tribute to him at Backlash, right? What he did was he posted a picture of his entrance and some of the images of Jay's entrance, and then in the comments of his social media post, he put the Fireflies came out in France. So he kind of referenced Bray on social media, because I clicked on this thinking, oh, is it something to do with his ring gear or something? But it was nothing like that. He just posted a picture of like the Fireflies, if you will, because they have started in France now to, when Jay's kind of entrance happens and people are doing the arm thing, in France they grabbed their phones and they were doing it with their phones. I kind of really like this from Jey, because this is Jay's way of saying, like, you know, I know these are Fireflies, if you will. The Fireflies came out. I'm not taking this. This is Bray's thing. But, you know, listen, the French fans took it upon themselves to do that. And this is something that I think very much could catch on. So that was a nice little thing that Jey did. Here we've got Cody and AJ Styles was the first undisputed WWE Championship match with zero interference for almost 2 years. Apparently, the last time that happened was on SmackDown when we got Roman versus Matt Riddle. So that is absolutely amazing. Roman versus Matt Riddle on SmackDown was the last match where there was no outside interference for the Undisputed Championship. So I love that. Sportskeeda killing it with that fact. And Wrestle Talk pointing out that Tanga and Tonga have both been copyrighted. I think it's because they don't quite know which direction to go. Michael Cole referred to Tanga as Tonga, right? So there's every chance that he's going to be Tonga, or they could stick with his New Japan name of Tangaloa, right? So, I mean, they're very, very close. It doesn't make a big difference, to be honest. Personally, I'd probably go with Tongaloa. I think it rolls off the tongue a lot easier. So I personally would go with that, but they've copyrighted both. So we'll have to see which one they go with. So, again, something to be aware of. WWE. So over 17,000 tickets have been distributed for Money in the Bank in Toronto, Canada. Again, Sportskeeda, they're killing it at the moment. Here, look, Gunther says, forever riding my coattails. So Gunther versus Sheamus on Raw. So excited. So many matches on Raw. I think there's like 8 matches on Raw, which seems a lot. Doable, no problem, but all first round matches for King and Queen of the Ring, so very exciting. I'm thinking Gunther has got to get through this. I'm thinking Gunther gets through. Could you imagine if Gunther gets eliminated? I can't imagine that. I've got him down as winning. So, yeah, I'm very surprised we're doing this so early, to be honest, this match. Austin Creed, Xavier Woods said, you all know how important King of the Ring has been to me. I'm not in the tournament this year, but my brother Kofi has the chance to gain the crown and bring it home for the New Day. Also, please spell his name correctly on the next graphic. So there we go, Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston, not Kingston. Son. So Kofi Kingston, must be a new wrestler from NXT, is taking on Rey Mysterio. Great first round match. I've got to think Rey will progress, but maybe there'll be a bit of drama with Carlito costing him or something, but I'm going Rey. Dustin Rhodes said, brother, there is nothing. Let's go big on this, actually, because it's lovely. It's lovely. It's heartwarming, and we need more of that in the world. So Dustin Rhodes with the message here. He said, brother, there is nothing I want more for you than your happiness. We each have had our own path. We each have blazed our own trail and succeeded. We do when others won't. You have become the man I always wanted to be. Whether you know it or not, you are an inspiration to me in all areas of life. Honestly, in everything I do, I think of you. I am your older brother and will always fight for you and my family. Family is all that matters to me. You have done and continued to make unbelievable steps in your growth as a man, husband and father. I could not be any prouder of you, Code. It's lovely, innit? It's lovely. I don't know where that came from. I'm guessing it's because of how great Cody's match was at Backlash and the fact that he's defended that belt and he's in the main event and he's doing it. He hasn't done it like he did at WrestleMania. He's now doing it. And I think that's prompted this reaction from Dustin Rhodes. And apparently in France, at a live house show, we got AJ against Johnny Gargano at a live event. What? I mean, I'd love to have seen that. What a great match. So AJ versus Johnny Gargano from France. Man, give me that one day. Give me that one day. I definitely want to be seeing that. So we did Drew Gulak, we did NXT, we did The Rock, we did Backlash, we did WWE, we've done Nightbirds. Let's get over to fun. I don't know how much, there's a bit in here. Oh, I like this. Kayla Braxton and Kevin Owens get a snack in Lyon, and Kevin shares his creme brulee philosophy. So here, look, you've got Kayla saying, creme brulee, is this one mine? And Kevin Owens says no. Look at her reaction. Why have you got two? Because one is never enough. I love that. I love the fact she's like, is that one mine? And he goes, no. So why have you got two? Because one is never enough. Brilliant. I love her reaction there. Look at that. She can't believe it. She's gutted. Should have got her own creme brulee. Right, look, Sheamus said, an Austrian with a funny haircut has a thing for military-style coats, proclaims superiority over others, hangs out with Germans, and betrays his Italian ally. What the? Gunther's not happy about that comparison, which you could understand, in all fairness. But, yeah, look, ISO Wrestling's like, what? So, there we go. Is that a comparison that needed to be made? I think it's kind of always there in the background, but I don't think it needed to be made. But I like Gunther's response. What the? It's Bryn again. Shout out to you. So, CM Punk's still up to his tricks. You might remember yesterday, he smacked Andre the Giant in the balls. Today, he did it to the Undertaker. So, there we go. I wish he'd done it to all the statues, but I've only seen him do it to Andre and Undertaker, but that's enough for me. So, Fightful reporting that Hurricane Helms said that CM Punk had been a pleasure since coming back, right? There's been no problems. Hurricane Helms responded by saying, to be fair, we did have one moment of miscommunication. I was talking about Planet Terry, and CM Punk thought I was talking about Planetary. It almost got heated, but we pulled through. So there we go. There was almost a miscommunication, but it was absolutely fine in the end. Coach Co, shout out to you. So here, look, you can see CM Punk apparently was still in the headquarters today. That means he must have spent the night there, right? People were saying, like, where are you getting your food from? And he showed that there's just refrigerators everywhere where you just open it and there's drinks and they're fully stocked. And I don't know if he didn't really go home or go back to his hotel, really. I'm guessing he did. And then he popped back the next day. But to use their gym. But he was making out that he had spent the night there. Who knows? He's a madman. Maybe he did. But look at this. He was looking at Drew on TV, Drew McIntyre on TV, and he said, I've realized something. And then look at that. One of the Muppets, you see it, right? So he's clearly making a comparison there between between these two. So very good. The whole CM Punk misadventure inside the headquarters, the Supercut. So Tifo has put this together, right? So this is CM Punk. We've seen some of this. This is him saying that he's trapped in there, right? Then he's got like the next morning. So this is him going down the corridor, looking at bits. There's Roxanne, there's Trick. We saw this yesterday. I think this is today's.
I might stick around for Hardcore Raw, I don't know.
You might stick around for Raw.
I think I could just become the Phantom of the Opera. I think I could live in this place, and I don't think anybody would know. There's too many. I got lost. There's too many places to hide out. Anyway. So yes, to answer all of your questions, I am still here.
That was today. There's him on TV, neato. There's the bit where he's like, I've realized something. You see it, right?
So from what I understand is this is pretty much, it's a gym. All the employees can use it.
So he talks about the gym and how the employees can go in.
The rest of the place is on lock. That's why I get lost. There's certain doors that I can't access or make sure they, I can't make sure they close behind me because I won't get back in. This is possibly one of the best gyms I've ever been in my entire life.
He scores it at 9.
The only thing it doesn't have is a reverse hyper. No reverse hyper. So I can't give it a 10. I give it a 9. You know who that is, right? Yeah.
There he is looking at pictures.
It's Buddy.
Buddy Rogers.
Blassie and the Sheik. There's all kinds of cool stuff around here. All my stuff is still here, thankfully. And people wonder what I've been doing, how I eat.
Here we go. He's going to show the fridges.
Refrigerators. Like, just...
There's not much food in those fridges. There are yogurts. But there's not much food.
There's just more... This is a random refrigerator.
Is there anything better in there? Look, more drinks. Loads of drinks. This was good. I forgot about this. He found Bruce Pritchard's office.
I wonder whose office this is.
There we go, Bruce Pritchard's. Brother love. So he gets a bit of paper and he writes on it Jim Herd, which is very clever. Very clever. An old promoter and booker from back in the day. I don't know what he's running from. No one knew what he was running from. There's Bayley, and look at that. He puts a little moustache on Bayley. Brilliant, isn't it? It's brilliant. So, there we go. That was CM Punk's adventures as he was trapped inside the WWE headquarters. Then we got this as well. Look, this was Finn. So, Finn here. Oh, I think this was against Jey after, like, a dark match. Boom! Smacks him in the midsection when he wasn't expecting it, and then he goes over to the corner. I don't know why they were doing this together considering they were in a match, but it's one of those kind of house show moments, you know? This was just for the live crowds. Boom. Finn Balor says, suckers. So there we go. That was fun, and I think we got a couple of little bits in here. So, oh yeah, look at this. So I love this account. I love how amazed everyone is by Neon. This takes some incredible skill. Look at this. Look at this. Boom. Boom. Into a moonsault. Look at that. Even the moonsault's just perfect. Boom. Wow. Wow. So good. I want to see it again. Look. Boom. Look at that. I mean, look at that for a leap. And then to land on that rope. And then look at the moonsault with his arms outstretched, man. So good. So good. Yeah, amazing. I love that clip. I've got to see that again. Look at this. I mean, there's no... If that was Kalisto, there'd be a trampoline. But he just literally just... Look at that vertical jump, man. So good. Right, apparently this was at the basketball, right? So they played his theme during an NBA playoff game. So this is them. And look, they've got all their phones and everything, and they're really getting people to get their phones out. This is Jey Uso's music that's being played during the NBA playoff game. And these guys have got the crowds. Look at that! Got the crowd with their phones. So I really think the phones are going to become a big part of Jay's kind of entrance now. So Alex, shout out to you, buds. Drew said, I'm very proud of this guy. The world's strongest man for a third time. And he's Scottish. Meet my personal trainer for Clash at the Castle. So there we go. This dude's winning 3 times world, 3-time Tom. So, world's strongest man. Actually, don't know who this is. But there we go. He's won world's strongest man 3 times in the past 4 years. So, amazing achievement. Brady, shout out to you, said this was the planned WrestleMania 36 card. What I don't understand is where this came from. Because I'm guessing this must have been on CM Punk's social media, right? Because I don't know where he posted this, but apparently he got a hold of the WrestleMania 36 match card and leaked it out, right? So I don't know where he got this from. Like, he must have gone through some filing cabinets, but apparently this is the WrestleMania 36 because you can see 2020. This was the original match card. So Brock Lesnar versus Tyson Fury for the WWE. I've never heard that match was going to happen. Brock Lesnar against Tyson Fury for the WWE Championship. Huh? What? I've never heard about that. Bray Wyatt versus Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan. Well, we know that we ended up getting... Well, Roman got pulled all together. In fact, that whole thing just got completely scrapped. How funny, though, that at 37 we did get a triple threat. We got Roman, Daniel Bryan, and Edge at 37. Apparently, this was going to be the plan at 36, but it was going to be Bray, it was going to be Roman, it was going to be Daniel Bryan. So this must have been like the early plan. I don't know from what point, but... yeah, amazing. Not heard about that before either. Becky Lynch against Shayna Baszler, we ended up getting. Samoa Joe, Kevin Owens, Big Show versus Seth Rollins and AOP hardcore tag match. We didn't get that. Randy Orton against AJ Styles. We didn't get that. We got Randy against Edge instead, didn't we, at WrestleMania 36? And then Bobby Lash, maybe that was going to be his new name, and Lana against Rusev and Liv. I think it was towards the end of 2019 that we had all of that going on, with Lana being with Bobby and like Liv being in that story as well. So crazy, man. Honestly, I've not heard of some of this. This is, if true... And I honestly don't know where this has surfaced from. I'm guessing if it has come from Punk, it must be on his like Instagram. Then I've not heard of some of these. So that was B. Dot there, right? That posted that. Then this Jess said, while CM Punk was trapped in the headquarters, he found and posted the original WrestleMania 30 card that he was going to be on. So Batista against Randy Orton, we know that was going to be the plan. Daniel Bryan kind of forced his way in. CM Punk against Triple H, we know that was going to be the plan. Undertaker, Brock Lesnar, we ended up getting that. John Cena versus Bray Wyatt, we ended up getting that. Daniel Bryan, Sheamus, we know that was the original plan. Again, Bryan ended up getting into the main event. Big Show Kane, Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose for the United States Championship. What? Roman Reigns versus Dean. I never heard that was the plan. I think the Shield just ended up having a match as the Shield. So Roman versus Dean going all the way back to WrestleMania 30. Incredible. I don't know if there's any more bits, is there? I don't think there's anything else that he found, but if he's got any other match cards, I need him to go and find more match cards, to be honest. But seemingly these are the only ones, so... and then we got this. This is our last post, actually. And it's Nicholas. That's what Nicholas looks like now. You might remember Nicholas winning the tag titles with Braun Strowman, I want to say at WrestleMania 35. When he was young. Obviously, that was 5 years ago now. So, of course, he's aged. We've all aged. And Shakeem, thank you. So, Nicholas just saying, as you might imagine, my parents brought several action figures so that I could build multiple of my figure because he was a builder-figure. We're going to start selling some of these without the builder-figure parts. So, they're selling the figures that they don't need. He's only interested in, obviously, having... figures of him, and so they're now selling off these ones that they don't need. But yeah, I just thought you might be interested to see what Nicholas looks like now. So there we go, some mental stuff in there. Obviously a bit of Nightbird, little bit of stuff left over from Backlash, a few bits in there to do with CM Punk being trapped in the headquarters. So some really fun stuff in there. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, we will be back tomorrow with Raw. We'll be doing the live stream on YouTube, and of course we'll have a review afterwards. We'll have community thoughts afterwards, and of course I'll have another unseen for you as well. So thanks a lot for watching, appreciate the support as always. Hope you had a great weekend, and on we go now to brand new rosters, and more importantly the start of King and Queen of the Ring. Thanks for watching, bye for now.